A powered USB hub can be one of the most important parts of your home or mobile studio. So in this video, I'm going to be putting this little baby to the test, the Tendak USB 3.0 hub. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete, and this is Studio Live today, where my goal is to help you create, record, and release your best music. Now, if you're a mobile music creator especially, but even if you're using a desktop or a laptop, having a powered USB hub can be really handy because what it does is it powers up your USB devices. So things like audio interfaces, microphones, MIDI keyboards, and it means that you can have those plugged directly into your iPad, your iPhone, your laptop, your desktop, and they don't have to draw power from your device. And that's super important, especially for iPads and iPhones. Now, until now, I've been recommending some other more expensive USB hubs. This one's on the budget side. It's getting great reviews, and I've finally been able to pick one up. So let's unbox this sucker and take a first look at the Tendak USB hub. Now, as always, I will drop links down in the description to where you can pick this up in various parts of the world. But here is what we get inside. We do get the power connection. Now, I'm here in Australia, so I get an Australian power connection. Depending where you buy it, and Amazon are pretty good with this, they will make sure that you get the version that is right for your country. We've got some freebies and bits and pieces falling out there, so let's just see what we've got there. Oh, we're going to get something for free. What are we getting here? 6 months extended warranty. There you go. That's super handy. We'll put that to the side. We have a guide here, a user manual. There's not really much to know about a USB hub. You pretty much plug it in and use it. So we'll put that to the side for now. Here we have the hub itself. So we'll take that out. We'll put the box to one side and see what we get here. So there's our USB-A connection that we have there. That's what's going to plug into either our desktop or our laptop computer, or that's going to go into our Lightning to USB adapter if we're using this with an iPad or an iPhone. We'll throw that away, and here it is in all its glory, the Tendak USB 3.0 hub. It has little individual switches here for each port, so we can actually turn the power on and off of the port. I think this top one, oh no, up the top there it is. We have a charging port as well at the top there. So that's a 2.1 amp charging port, apparently. So that's not going to connect up via data, but that's going to give us the addition of being able to charge up our devices there. If you've got an iPad or you've got a second device you want to keep charged, you can use this as well. There's our power cord, and that is pretty much all there is to it. So in the box there wasn't a lot of stuff to unbox here, but all we're going to do here is test this out by plugging this in to our iPad using our Lightning to USB adapter, plugging it into the wall for some AC power, and then we'll see how this thing goes. All right, so here we go. We have got this end plugged into an AC adapter. You're going to have to trust me on that one. I have plugged it in, and then that's going to plug into the bottom here into our 5-volt DC input, and that is now apparently powered up. Let's tap on. There we go. How cool is that? Oh, I'm actually liking that. Blue LED light, so it already wins. Okay, thanks folks, that's all we have time for. It's got blue LEDs, so it's a great unit. No, we'll continue on here, but that's pretty cool that we can turn those on individually. They don't seem to turn off though. Why is it not going off when I press the buttons again? Do I need to completely disconnect? I should have read the manual after all. Let's just unplug and turn back on here. We'll turn that back on. Oh, and they all come back on now. That's interesting. Oh, maybe you have to hold it down. See, this is why Pete needs to read the manual, because, that's actually quite good. So you're not going to accidentally, once they're on, you're not going to accidentally tap them and turn them off. Okay, Tendak, you are more intelligent than I am by far. So that's pretty cool. Let's now plug this in and see it in action. Make sure it's going to work and power up our devices. So the first thing I'm going to bring in here is my Lightning to USB 3 adapter. I've talked about this a lot here on the channel, and I'll link a video up the top if you've missed out on why this is an essential piece of kit. What it's going to do is allow us to connect USB devices into the Lightning port on our iPhone or our iPad, and using this in conjunction with a powered USB hub is super, super cool, because now what do we have? We have 4 individual powered ports here that we can plug microphones, audio interfaces, MIDI keyboards, mice and keyboards, a bunch of different things. So we're set up and ready to go. Let's grab the iPad, plug in, and put this to the test. So here we go, we have our iPad ready to go, we have our Tendak powered USB hub, and we have our Lightning to USB adapter. So let's now plug this end in here to that, and it's not going to actually do anything because we don't have any devices plugged in to the top of this yet. So let's grab an audio interface, plug it in, and see what happens. So we're set up on the desk here, and let's bring in the Behringer UM2. This is my go-to budget audio interface. It is not the best interface in the world, but it is really affordable. And if you are looking for an entry-level interface, it's going to give you a really good sound, a lot better than the built-in microphones and sound cards you'd have on your computer or your iPad or iPhone. So let's grab a USB cable, plug this in to the USB hub, and see how we go. So we've got a USB A to B cable here. The B end's going to go into our Behringer UM2 like that, and then we're going to grab the other end, and awkwardly, with one hand, we're going to plug it into one of our ports down here. Let's just plug it into this bottom port just because. So that's plugged in there. Now, we haven't powered it on yet, so nothing's happened, but if we hit the power button, it lights up blue, and look what happens here on our Behringer. Our power light comes on there, so we're good to go. We have power going into this interface. It's being powered completely separately from the iPad by the powered USB hub, and it's lights on in everyone's home, and we can turn the phantom power on there, and there you go. All the lights are on. This is working. Let's just plug a microphone into this real quick and do a quick test to make sure that everything's running well. Now, cable management is not my strong point, as you can clearly see here. Let's grab the AKG D5, my favorite handheld dynamic microphone, and plug that in here into the Behringer UM2. And by the way, all of this gear is also linked down in the description and over at studiolivetoday.com/gear. So if you are in the market for any of this audio gear to set up your portable studio, then you can check out studiolivetoday.com/gear. But that's enough self-promotion, because we need to plug in the other end of this microphone. And again, we're going to do this super awkwardly by plugging it in to the front there. Boom. So that is plugged in there now. We'll come to our audio recorder and we'll tap on an audio recorder track here in GarageBand. It's going to pop up here, and it looks like we're pretty good to go there. Let's just check. If we tap here on this channel, you can't see that. Tap there on channel. Yep, look, we can got stereo, we've got input 1, and we've got input 2, which is our microphone and our guitar input here on the Behringer UM2. So let's grab channel 1, like so, and we'll do a bit of a test here. We've got the microphone. I'll talk into that. Check. 1, 2. That's looking pretty good. Let's just hit record on that one. So we'll just record something. This is a test of the Tendak USB powered hub through the Behringer UM2. And you can see there how much I clipped and distorted that signal, which I don't recommend doing. So I do need to play with my input gain here and make that sound better. But for the sake of testing, let's just make sure that that all worked. We'll come back here. Yep, it all looks good to go. If we hit play, it's not got any audio output, so it's not going to actually play it back to you. But yes, it is playing, because it's playing through the output of the Behringer UM2, which has no headphones and is not plugged into anything. But you can clearly see there, we'll bring that into shot, you can clearly see there by the waveform, it is recording, it is going through the interface, and that's cool. Now, you may be saying, Pete, the proof of the pudding in something like this is in how it works over time. You can plug it in and it can work the first time, but what about the second, third, and 17th times? Well, that's where I like to do longer tests. So this is our unboxing. This is our first look. I'm going to be back after a couple of weeks of actually using this and let you know how it's going then. So if you're brave, it looks good. It's pretty cost effective. You can check it out down in the links below and you can pick one up for yourself, because it looks like it's working well. If you want to wait for that second review, I'm going to be using this as my daily driver for the next couple of weeks to see, does it actually live up to the expectations that I have. So there you go. If you do want to check this out, once again, it's down in the link below. Powered USB hubs. There's 2 more videos all about powered USB hubs and why they're so cool. Link down below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking or tapping on the Studio Live Today icon, and I'll see you on the next one.